Hi, this is Mamta, Elle's Beauty and Health Director, and this is Elle Masterclass in association with AVON and AVON's Powerstay Makeup Collection. Today we're going to be joined by Arti Nayar, who is a celebrated makeup artist. She's known for creating some great red carpet looks. I think I've got Arti's request, but I can't really get to it. Well, Arti's going to talk to us about festive makeup, how to make it last long, what do we need to do to make it last long, and also her opinions on Avon's latest Powerstay makeup collection, which comes with a promise to last for all day without budging or transferring. I think we're just gonna wait for Arti to join us. Before we get started, in the meanwhile, if you have any questions on festive makeup, please. So while we wait for Arti to join, oh, here she is. Hi, Arti.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for taking the time today to take us through festive makeup.
Of course, it's the festive season and we should all do a little bit of makeup, even
I
though we're home.
know. It just makes everyone feel so nice, just get dressed, put on like fancy
Yeah, just
earrings.
like, a little lip color, a little bit, like it just changes your whole mood. And I think that now the people are getting used to that and you're celebrating at home and, things are very confined to your home. You still want to get ready. You still want to, feel like that.
That's true. So before we get started with our makeup tutorial and you tell us your what are your trends and what are your opinions on Avon's latest makeup collection, I want to know a little bit about
Avon's
festive.
latest, so Avon's latest stay collection, makeup collection actually is amazing also because it has the right amount. It has 6 lip colors, it has 2 eyeliners, and it has a foundation. You don't need more than that, and you don't need something that you don't need anything else because this stays for so long. And I've actually tried it. I tried it on myself, I tried it on my mom as well, who loves wearing a little bit of eye makeup and lip color, and also because we're wearing masks. It's just transfer proof. It's so smooth. It dries matte. So the lip colors are lovely. You can wear them.
I
You
they're kind of
have
my favorite. I'm going to show you the 3 shades I have right here. It's
yeah.
called the Avon Powerstay Lip Color. I can't pick a favorite. I mean, I
I
like the pink.
know. I can't, and I have 6 colors here. This is the entire range, as you can see, and it has. What I love is it has a red which has an orange in it. It has a red that has a pink in it. So there's something for everyone in this entire collection, and it's so nice because it dries matte and it just has this beautiful finish on your skin. You also can wear it as a lip tint if you're not someone like, see, we love wearing lip colors, but like not everyone likes to wear lip colors. So there's something for everyone. There's a shade that like my mom likes to use. There are shades that younger girls would like to use. So there's something for everyone in this entire collection. So
And I also like that it's matte, so it doesn't really, it doesn't transfer very easily, but also
it
doesn't
doesn't
dry
transfer.
your
No,
lips as
no, it
much.
doesn't. It doesn't transfer. Neither do these are two the Powerstay eyeliners. One is a gray. It's a roller like this. Yeah, it's a gray and a black, and I love blending both the colors. I think that the gray and the black together, I'll show it to you today,
I want to
really
know how
gives
you use
you,
the gray.
yeah, it really gives you a beautiful depth in your eye, and it's so smooth. It has intense color, and it's smudge proof, it's transfer proof. But there is a way, even when you do smudge proof, if you smudge it just immediately after you use it, you get that slight smokiness in your eye makeup. So you have to know, you can't wait. You have to be very quick about it. So should I start with eyes?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I've done I've put a little bit of highlighter on my eye because sometimes I don't like to put eyeshadow. I just like to put a little bit of highlighter, which is also a great tip for someone who doesn't want to put like a lot of eyeshadow. It's actually kind of nice to just put a little bit of highlighter. So I'm just going to take a little mirror here because otherwise I won't be able to see. And I'm going to go in with the gray first.
Okay.
Okay, and if you have any questions, just you can keep asking me. So I'm going to put a little bit of gray, just if you can see, very very close to my lash line.
Oh, just on the
Okay,
corner.
yeah, just
I
in the
like
corner. Can you see how intense that color is? Like, it's
Yeah.
literally super intense. I'm going to
I'm
go in
gonna
with a
swatch it
small
on my
brush.
hand just for people
Yeah,
to see the color better. It's like
yeah,
a gray
yeah,
gray,
just see how
which is
intense that is.
and it's so creamy and smooth. I don't feel like I need to rub my eye
Yeah,
to get
I
it
just
on,
blend
which
it
I really
because,
enjoy.
I like you can do a beautiful liner with this.
Yeah,
You can do a beautiful liner with this. It's super smooth. It literally glides. You don't have to know. Sometimes pencils get dry and you have to like kind of just go
drag
at
it.
it. You don't have to do it with this. And the beautiful part is that if you just blend the line, it
Hmm.
blends so smoothly, but then after a point it just stays. It just does not move.
It doesn't move.
It doesn't move, and it also makes your eyes look a little lighter when you use a gray color.
Hmm.
So what I'm going to do is
Yeah.
I'm going to do the same thing at the bottom lash line. Okay, but
Oh.
I'm also going to put it on the waterline. So what I've realized with this pencil is that it's so smooth and soft, but it has so much pigment in it that not only
Hmm.
does it blend immediately, but it also gives me this beautiful color on my waterline. Can you see how it gives you, it accentuates your eye, but it also just gives you that
That's true.
softness.
Yeah, so someone wants to know what pencil this is. It's the Avon True Power Stay 24-hour eyeliner, and Arti is using the gray shade for now. This is what it
I'm
looks
using the
like,
gray.
and
And
this is what the
if you
shade
want,
looks like. I
yeah,
mean, you
that's
can
what the
even
shade looks like.
look at this. It's not smudging, which is
It
amazing because you
doesn't,
won't have any panda
it just,
eyes.
yeah, exactly. It just doesn't. And if I want a little bit more smokiness and I want to like create more depth in my eye, I just take the black. And because it's so pointy already, I just go in and I go like really close to my lash line. Okay, I
Uh-huh.
just do a couple of dabs like that, and then I take a brush, or actually I can take my finger only, and then
Mm-hmm.
what you do is you just,
I'm gonna swatch the black.
yeah, swatch the black. I just
So
blend
this
it
is
in,
what the black looks like.
and then I go in at the bottom. Sorry, yeah, I just go in at the bottom. I like
But
putting for my
I want
festive
to know,
look.
you're not really paying attention to shape or mistakes. You're kind of just going close to the lash line.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
most of
just
us,
going close
when
to
you
the
put
lash
on,
line. I'm not bothered about mistakes. I'm not bothered about any of that, because for a festive look, I really like to go really intense with my eye,
uh-huh.
you know,
I think it's
and I
really good
like,
for the festive season as well, right? Because I mean, you're attending so many events, or there's like an occasion at home. I think intense eyes is like the go-to for all of us.
yeah. And if you can see, because I've mixed the gray and the black, what has happened
Hmm.
is I've only put the black on the waterline, but the gray little bit outside
On the
gives
waterline,
me that
yeah.
like slight reverse smoky look, So it's not super intense on top, but it's intense at the bottom. And this is such a beautiful, like, traditional look to do, and all of us love to do this, like little coal in the eyes, and it literally does not move, and it
Hmm.
doesn't irritate the eye. It's not burning, like nothing of that sort.
So, but what do you usually do when you're applying eyeliner? Because a lot of people do suffer from having like eyeliner that bleeds, or you like rub your eyes so your eyeliner comes off. You've tried this before. Tell me a little bit about how this works for your eyes. Do you think it was bleeding or smudging?
So this particular one, the Powerstay eyeliner in black, literally, I mean, first of all, it does not feel like, it's super easy because it's not a sharpened pencil, right? So it's just a
Hmm.
roll on,
Yeah.
which I think is the easiest for someone who's not used to doing their makeup all the time, or
Yeah.
just want something that's super easy and it's not too high tech. Also, my eyes, even for my mom, so somebody in that age group, even for me, for both of us actually, we never felt that the eyes were
Hmm.
like a bit itchy, or like when you
Yes.
when you put something pointy in your eye, you
on track.
Because I think both the colors are really good together, and I also love mixing shades because they're very, I mean, it just gives you a little bit of depth. It's a little bit interesting to do. So I'm going to do the other side as well.
Yeah, so someone already asked what
sorry, my only advice would probably be that if you are someone that likes to smudge the eyeliner a little bit, you need to work really fast.
really good. Yeah,
It is
I
smudge
had this
proof.
and this is not moving now. So you need to do it like
Yeah, you
within
need to do it really quickly, because when we say smudge proof, we mean that basically at the end of the day, the consistency is still cream. So as soon as you put it, you could blend it, but after those couple of seconds, it just stays. It does not move like we saw on your swatch on your hand. So you have to be really, really quick with it. And
so again, what are you doing on your lower lashes? You do the gray first and then you layer
so
it
I
with the
do
black.
the gray first just to get a little bit of depth. Now you will see that the magic of this pencil is that you'll see it is fully gray, right? But sometimes because of the color of your eyes, because of the color of your pupil, the color of the pencil will also change. Like you'll see hues of like maybe a little bit of blue, a little bit of green. So it just depends what color you're using. And because I'm using gray, my eye is going to look a little bit lighter, and that smokiness that I want will come because I've used the gray underneath the black. So I don't have to put more effort into it. It doesn't look flat. It doesn't look flat. Exactly. That's the correct
With
word.
most kajals, it looks flat, your eye color looks flat. So I think with this, it's bringing like really good depth. And gray is such an unconventional color. I don't think a lot of us think about it. We usually go towards browns. But just having gray in your makeup kit is such an interesting color to have because it won't clash with anything else.
It's so interesting because sometimes I've used gray on the waterline, but I've always mixed it with black. Always.
I really like that. While you're doing your eye, I want to talk about the Powerstay 24-hour foundation. So Avon's foundation, what I really like about this one is that they promise that it's transfer proof for up to 24 hours, but also it gives a very matte finish. I think right now, because of the heat and just because we're in tropical climate, a lot of us are also dealing with like a sweaty face. So what is your advice on just having to deal with a sweaty face and using a long stay mattifying foundation like Avon's?
When the long stay mattifying foundation from Avon, the Power Stay foundation, is very important to choose a foundation, especially for our kind of weather. Because a lot of people are like, I sweat a lot, and that comes with, I mean, the combination of the right foundation and a primer is very important. And if you have something that gives you full coverage, that gives you um, the not only the coverage but the stay that you need, the long wear, and the fact that it's wearable, it's easily blendable, it is also quite thick, so you don't need a lot. One tiny pump can go a long way. So that's what you have to be careful about in our weather. I think the combination of the two, of a primer and a foundation, is very important. So like for me, I like to ice my face before I do my makeup, or I'm going somewhere.
Yes, you also
I
feel
like to
like
cool this. Yeah, I like to cool the skin down. I want to take care of all the puffiness. I want to do all of that. It also helps tighten the skin a bit, because that intense cold kind of tightens the skin a bit. So after that, when you do your skincare routine and then you do your makeup, your primer and then your makeup, it just stays longer, because during the festive season, you're going to a function, you're going to someone's house, you don't want to be touching up all the time.
Yeah. Or like leaving your makeup on other people when you hug them. That is my biggest fear. When you hug someone and your foundation transfers to their clothes, that could be really embarrassing. Or your lipstick gets transferred to all the food that you eat and you're constantly having to retouch it. I find
Exactly,
that
which is why I feel like they've come out with this at such a good time, because I feel like, what happens is that because we're looking for, sorry, I'm just going to complete my eye makeup while I'm answering this question. Because
Yeah.
we're in a space where we have to wear masks all the time. We have
Mm-hmm.
to, and people are just like, oh, I have to wear a lipstick. No, I'm not going to wear a lipstick. So what the power stay does, it basically ensures that your makeup doesn't move, and if
Yeah.
you and
Mm-hmm.
even the foundation, the foundation also, it doesn't move. Yes, in our climate, I will give you this tip: you should always powder your foundation.
Mm-hmm. So even
you
if
know
it's a matte foundation, you should powder it.
yeah, you should powder it, because first of all, the climate we live in. Number two,
Mm-hmm.
this because we sweat so much because of the climate and because of our skin, different types of skin that we have. I feel like it's very important, because otherwise it could get patchy, because it's natural, because it's
Mm-hmm.
so hot. It depends where you live, humidity level, all of that.
Mm-hmm. So, there was a question earlier where someone was saying that, sometimes your skin eats up your makeup and your makeup disappears. Like I find this a lot with, either foundation, I mean, lipstick, you're eating it up. But with anything that you put as a base, your skin often eats it up. So why does that happen and how to
I
stop
mean,
it?
that also happens maybe because, see, when you're using a powder foundation,
Mm-hmm.
number one, that will not stay. Again,
Okay.
why do things, like, why do we say your lipstick will last longer if you put a lip pencil all over it? Your base
Mm-hmm.
has to be very strong. Your prep and prime has to be very strong. If you're not going to if I'm just going to put foundation on my face that has no prep and prime, then it's not going to work, because by one, and we're so used to touching our face now. Of course, we're
Yes.
getting into the habit of not touching your
Not
face.
doing it.
But
Yeah.
like, like when we're shooting and things like that, we're just like, whatever, like,
Rubbing
we don't care
everything.
about yeah, we don't care about what. So if you're even putting a little bit, like, even if I do like a spot correction or whatever, it's not going to last long. If I
Mm-hmm.
don't put eye cream, if I don't use a corrector, then a concealer, my concealer is not going to look finished. It's going to
Mm-hmm.
turn gray. So basically, your foundation, and when I say foundation, means your base of your makeup needs to be amazing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that is what will ensure that your makeup does not run or come off.
Mm-hmm. I really like how you've not done anything in the center of your eye on top. You've kind of left it blank so that it gives you this like fanned out look. What
I
is
have,
this tip?
because what I feel a lot of people ask me as well is, how do I make my eyes look big? How do I make my eyes look big? It's all about you
Yeah,
wanting it to
being
look
big.
more extended. You want it to look, and I realized what happened is, when you do kajal or when you do any sort of liner from the inner corner, taking it out all the way out, it gives you a very, it intensifies the shape of your eye. So your eye is only that much. But when I give
Mm-hmm.
you the illusion of only uh, exaggerating the outer corner, and it comes from nothing, it just makes the illusion of the eye, makes it look bigger.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Also
that is a great
open.
tip to, even when I do eyeliner, I start here, but I do a
Mhm.
very thin line, almost like nothing, if
Yeah,
that's means
just
anything.
to define your lashes and make it look thicker. Because right
Just
now
to,
it
yeah,
doesn't seem to
exactly,
need anything.
just to define the eye, and also when you blend it a little bit, I feel that slight blending just adds a bit of softness to the eye, which I love actually in my festive looks.
Yeah, I think that's something that everyone does for festive looks as well, just like kajal, but no one really does the under eye or and the like above together because you're always worried of just your kajal going all over your face. So, there's a question
Exactly.
I want to know
Exactly.
this as well. What is one makeup product that's always in your kit? But what is the one that you're going to carry during the festive season?
Ooh, lips for sure.
Lips. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
What
like, there are
are
days
lips?
when I don't do all of this. Like, I don't do eye makeup, I just curl my lashes and I do lips. And I think that
Okay.
that is such a great pick me up. It's such a great look to have. You always look like, people are always taken back, and they're always really happy when you wear like bright colors. Like, you always wear bright
Mhm.
colors as well.
Yeah. 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 Like your skin just looks brighter. Everything just looks happier when you wear a bright lip.
Exactly. Okay, should we move to the
Yes.
amazing Power Stay Relentless Rose? Is what I'm going to use today.
Oh, I
Relentless
like this
Rose
one.
Power Stay
This
16
blush.
hour liquid lip color.
So
So there
I
are,
tried this over the weekend and I really liked that this was lightweight,
yeah,
but
it is.
also it didn't feel like sticky. And did you find like little bits of shimmer in it as well, which was really nice? Because I felt like it gave my lip more dimension.
It gives your lip more dimension, and also it gives you the, look at this color. It's so beautiful.
I really
It's
like
so lovely. It's so fresh. And also you don't actually have to
it.
use it as a full lip color. You can just do it as a lip stain.
Uh-huh.
So I'll
I
show
want
you
to see
both.
how you're doing it.
Okay,
Because
so
I have never
I'm gonna do this as a lip
been able to
stain,
do
where
this. Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna put it in the middle like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, only in the middle. Okay, and I'm going to blend it with my finger. And because it has such a great consistency.
Yeah. But also really it dries pretty quickly, right? So you've got to be like
Yeah,
quick when you're blending it.
but look at that. You know, when you concentrate it
It's
in the
barely
center
there.
and then you just
Yeah.
blend it out, even if you're someone that doesn't like bright colors and you're like, you know, I'm scared of trying these pinks or whatever, you try it as a lip stain and you slowly get used to it. But it is so simple to use.
That's
It
really
is
good
so
advice.
easy to do.
I mean, I would have never thought of doing a lip stain with a liquid lip color because I just get scared that it would dry up really quickly. But it's a good tip to start from the middle.
Yeah, it is, because what happens is as soon as you put it, it's liquid, right? So it does have that consistency. But after a point, it's not gonna move.
It's on the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so this
Yeah.
is just
Like I
not gonna
have these
move.
two on my hand and I think I put it on a little thick, but it's not moving either.
Exactly, it just doesn't move. And then if you want to go slightly deeper, so that's a lip stain. I generally with my lipsticks, I build it up slowly. So I remove all the
That's nice.
excess.
Uh-huh.
I remove all the excess.
See, that's a tip a pro knows. Like, just like regular people like us, we're just going to take it out and put it on directly.
Yeah, because then you get
An even coat. That's
yeah,
right. That's right.
and it doesn't get clumpy. So it's very smooth.
So when you're wearing a long-lasting lipstick and you also want your lipstick to last long, is there a reason why you layer it so that it doesn't come off all in one go?
Yeah. And
Uh-huh.
also, again, prep and prime for your lips is very important.
Oh, so how do you do that? That is really important because I find with a lot of lipsticks in general, they can be very, they can make your lips very flaky. I want to know your opinion on how this lipstick lasts. Does it make
So
your lips flaky or not?
what I do is I put a lip oil before I start any sort of makeup. And then the lip oil, by the time I actually come to doing my lipstick, it's been like 25 minutes. So your lips are
Uh,
super hydrated, number one. Number two is when you remove all the excess from the brush, what happens is the brush then becomes your tool. It becomes like a makeup lip brush, right? And it just allows you to get that smoothness, so it's not super clumpy. You're not trying to remove more. It's not all over the place. So if you can see, it just gives you a smooth finish. Now, when I'm
yeah.
using a liquid matte lip color like this, like the Powerstay, what I would do is I would carry a lip balm in my bag. And what I would do is I would just put a little lip balm in the center. So not only does it act as a lip gloss and makes it more pouty, it also hydrates the lips and it'll dry immediately.
That's cool. That's a cool tip. Like, yeah, a lot of people, when they wear matte, you always worry that your lips look flat.
I've seen, when you go into the washroom and you're like, everyone's trying to do their lips and everybody's like going on and on at it, and all of that. And I'm just like, guys, what that does is it basically, now all the matte effect of the lip, basically you've turned it into a cream, and now it's all over the place, so it's never going to be even. So when you put it only
Yeah.
in the center, you have control. So the center of your lip is fully hydrated, correct? And then it just, you automatically feel better.
That I really like how you use the lipstick. But a lot of people also like to mix their lipsticks. Would you advise mixing liquid lip colors like the Avon one, or would you advise to stick with one?
You can do it, but again, you have to have full control over it. Like I
Uh-huh.
could mix this color, but I would mix only in the center.
Huh. Okay. So then it gives you that dimension, the ombre look.
Yeah.
But
But to yeah, but to
sorry.
mix two colors completely,
Mm-hmm.
that you should mix on the hand and then apply. But
Oh.
ideally I would just do that to get dimension when I mix
Uh-huh.
colors.
Uh-huh. That's cool. But you know what I really like about this lip color, the second thing, a lot of lipsticks are not as pigmented. And I know a lot of people complain about having two-tone lips and the your natural skin color shows through. But with this,
Exactly.
because like you said, it's pigmented, you don't see that.
You don't see that because it's so pigmented, and because I did a very thin layer in the beginning and I just put like a lip stain. So then when I went with my second coat, I don't feel super heavy.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
You know,
that's a good tip.
you don't feel like, okay, what did I do? Like it feels like your face just feels light. You should feel like you've not done anything. And I've had coffee and there's no lipstick on it. So
I think that's the ultimate test, literally. But there are lots of people in comments who are loving your lip balm tip. I think all of us are dealing with that because we all love wearing matte lipsticks.
exactly,
But
and you can do it with any lipstick, whether you're using the Power Stay, whether you're using any other lipstick that you have. You know, if you want, you can do the lip oil in the beginning, which is anyway
mhm,
hydrating for your lips, and then just a little bit right here, because this is where you feel the actual dryness. It's not
yeah.
all over the lip. It's just the center, because that is what gets dehydrated because you're talking, drinking, whatever. So that's
Mhm.
exactly where you should put the lip balm and just let it be. Don't rub it, don't do anything. Just place it here and just do that. And
That's
then you're
such a
done.
cool tip. I'm loving this. I'm gonna try this soon. But I also want to know, like, a lot of people, festive season again, a lot of people go from for events from day to night, or you keep changing your makeup. So if you have a look like what you have right now, I find this look as an amazing day look. I know a lot of people could also wear it as an evening look. But if you want to amp it up a little further, what
So
would
if you
you
do
do?
want to amp it up, so you know, with Diwali, Navratri, Karwa Chauth, all of these amazing festive season, the entire festive season actually, this can, like, just doing the top can be a day look. Doing the
Hmm.
top and the bottom can sometimes be an evening look for somebody. But if I was going to amp this up, I would amp it up with black for sure. So I would
Hmm.
take the black pencil, okay, and I'm just going to take a little mirror here. And what
Uh-huh.
I would do is, again, I would only go in to the lower lash line, okay,
Okay. So
inside.
that's the upper
So,
lash line.
yeah, so I'm going to do this from the inside,
Uh-huh.
okay. I'm going to do a really deep black line only till the beginning of my lashes. So I'm not going all the way in,
Mm-hmm.
okay. And then whatever's excess, I'm just going to quickly go in there and blend it out to make it look as smudgy as I can.
Oh, that's a really cool tip.
But see how much more intense it's become.
Yeah, and you have this lovely shape on the side as well because of it.
Exactly.
Would you
So
recommend blending this with a finger? Because a lot of people are not comfortable with brushes or just don't. Would you
yeah, for
recommend blending
sure.
with?
So I would close my eyes. I'm just closing my eyes and randomly doing it. Okay.
Uh-huh. I really
And
like how random this is because it gives me confidence that I don't need to have a straight line.
yeah, you don't need to. This is the best kind of makeup. And then I would just blend it out with my finger, with my little finger, or like
Uh-huh.
your finger that basically doesn't have a lot of volume in it, so it doesn't go all over the place. And I
Hmm.
would just blend it out like that. So it makes it more intense. And then if you want to make it even more intense and interesting, you take the black and the gray, okay, and you go
Huh.
over what you've done from the outside,
So you're
okay.
doing gray on your waterline right now.
I'm doing gray a little bit outside, and I'm doing black all over.
Ah, so you're layering a lot more then.
And the key is to layer. The key is not to just, you know, if you layer smartly, you can touch up your makeup in the entire, you can go with the same makeup from morning to night.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to be smart when you're layering.
I think my
Because
biggest takeaway from this entire tutorial has been to layer everything, your base, your lip color, your eyeliner, everything needs to be layered for more
Yeah,
dimension and
everything. Yeah,
lasting.
and we've not used any powder, but somebody who doesn't, who like is not a makeup artist and just sees you and will be like, oh my god, what eyeshadow did you use? Like 100% they'll ask you, what eyeshadow did you use? You know, only because the gray has given you that effect. It's given you that like
Yeah.
smokiness by adding a little on the waterline inside here. You
Uh-huh.
basically opened up your eyes, but you've also intensified it at the same time.
Yeah, and I can tell with your eye color right now as well. Like you said, your eye color will change and it'll make the eyeliner look different as well. You can see the depth, which is so interesting. You don't see that with just black.
Exactly, you don't see it at all with just black. And if you do just black, then it's beautiful, but it's just flat. It's not. It doesn't give any dimension to it. It doesn't give anything interesting. You know, you want
Mhm.
like. I keep telling people who I talk to, who I do classes with, that you know it doesn't matter if you don't have a lot of things, but even if you have like even if you own just a gray and a black or just a brown and a black, you can do so much with just those two by layering it, that you can get
Mhm.
amazing and interesting eye makeup with that.
Yeah, so I think you've simplified it enough. Like for technically, if you need something for your festive makeup, you pretty much just need your eyeliner, a lip color, and maybe a base foundation if you really want to wear a base and
Yeah,
have like
exactly.
that
Yeah,
skin.
yeah. Just you just need that, and I you curl your lashes a little bit, and you're good to go. And we've not even used eyeshadow.
Yeah, you not like use anything. You pretty much just came in with your base and now you're set. You don't
Yeah,
need a
exactly.
lot.
So
Like every
it's
time.
just a matter of how you use it, how you mix stuff together. You know that
Mhm,
basically gives your makeup that twist.
mhm, mhm. Okay, any last tips for festive season makeup?
My last tips for festive season would be just do things that are simple but also interesting, like stuff that we've done today. You know, you don't have to do a cut and crease and then you know eyeliner, wing liner, lashes. I mean, up to you. If you like doing that, that's amazing. But there are many things you can do with just like two eye pencils and a lip color. So have
Mhm.
fun with your makeup. It's the festive season. I know everyone's home and we would rather be out, but you know, do a little bit of makeup. It just changes your mood. You know, it just changes your mood.
Yeah, no matter where you are, no matter what festival you're celebrating, even if it's something small at home, I think wearing makeup just lifts everyone's spirit.
Yeah, and you know, even if you have an entire makeup range, amazing. If you don't, you can do you know stuff like this with your kajal, with your eyeshadows. You know, you can just always have fun with it. Always.
I think I'm definitely sold on the gray eyeliner because I was so confused when I saw it and I swatched the color. This gray looks so difficult to use, but I think you made it very easy in
And
terms of
also
how
because
to
of our
layer it.
skin tone, because of the skin tone that we have, and the fact that you know where you know some people have yellowish undertones, some people have you know, you feel a bit scared. You know, will gray make me look more dull? Will it not like
Yeah,
lift me or lift my eye? But when you mix it up, it really changes the game.
that's great. Thank you so much, Arti, for taking the time and answering
Thank
all our
you.
questions. And also this amazing look. I hope everyone who's watching tries this out today. Gray and black is definitely the combination that we're going for the festive season. If you have any more questions for Arti, you can always leave them in the comments and we'll make sure she answers them. If you want to buy the AVON products, the AVON Power Stay collection is available on avon.co.in. You can also reach out to them on their Instagram page and they will get right back to you. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
I'll see you around. Bye.
See you. Have fun.